Greetings, 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 greetings. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Greetings, great rising, greetings, great rising, great rising, great rising, great rising. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling on this Saturday? On this day of Saturn, Ashe, 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 Ayi, Bobo. Yes, on this day of the Barons, the Gades, Maman Brigitte, Oya, for those that rock with Amethyst and Clover, Ashe, Ashe, Tomana Satwa, Ashe. Yes, that could be Yemiya, Oya, Oshun, Grand Urzali Frida, Urzali Don Tour, Ashe, or any other triple goddess energy that you rock with. Hey, Crystal, what's going on, sis? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, I am coming live because it is the last quarter moon, Ashe, Ashe. And, that is a crossroad time. So shadow worker, root worker, like to get into the root of the issues, seeing what's going on behind the scenes, what's happening behind the shadows. What's going on, Regina? Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. How you feeling? How you feeling? Yeah, so I definitely wanted to commune in regards to that. Y'all know I went under the radar during the full moon because I had a lot of messages and things that I need to take care of for myself, Ashe. And because me first, me first, baby. But I've been encouraged, like super encouraged to come live during this last quarter moon, which is taking place in Virgo. And we know that that is an earth energy. So Sagittarius is a fire sign and the moon is in an earth sign. So this could be the earthy part of fire or the fiery part of earth. Ashe, Ashe. Just wanted to come in and take a look into the shadows, see what's taking place with the last quarter moon is all about, just taking some time with the energies of Virgo as well as Sagittarius. Information could be coming very quickly. It could be coming fast. Mercury is definitely involved. And there could be some challenges in regards to seeing things or trying to figure out what to do, trying to figure out which way to go, trying to figure out if you should be making a move or should you be standing still. The universe is definitely come through with a lot of messages. So your spirit guides, your ancestors, your orishas, your lawaz, your deities, however it is that you rock, your angels, Ashe, Ayi, Bobo. They're definitely trying to get your attention like ASAP. Ashe, like Rocky, Ayi, Bobo. Yeah, so what was that? Thursday night after my dinner, I came up here into my secret space and was just meditating because I kept getting the urge to actually share some information. So I did a good meditation. It came through that Jupiter is definitely on the scene. It is definitely a time to receive as well as give. So two cards came out through the crow. So the first one was luck. No coincidences there. Luck is associated with Jupiter, Ashe. Jupiter is all about abundance, expansion, truth, freedom seeker, free will, free spirit. And this card is just letting you know that something is definitely coming your way. And as you can see, there is some yellow coming through with that one fish that's coming down. So transformations as well as elevation. So the as above and the so below is definitely taking place with this card. Yellow energy definitely represent positive energy, heightened energy. That could be the sun, Ashe, Ayi, Bobo, is also associated with making sure that you're aware to not be scared, to not have any fear, to not be a coward at this time. Ashe, Ayi, Bobo. And it's also coming through in regards to the mental capacity. Yellow definitely rocks with mental energy. Air sign. So this is air, the fish are, coming out, it's raining fish. So it could be something unusual that's coming your way. It could be something full of abundance that is definitely coming your way. Your harvest could be coming in. Whatever you threw out is definitely coming back to thee. Sagittarius definitely rocks with the archer, shooting your shot. So whatever you've gotten started, whatever you've been working on, something of some good energy, high vibration is definitely taking place there. It could be in regards to some spiritual growth. It could be in regards to some mental growth, some mental clarity. As you can see, the clouds are here, but that sun or that light, that yellow light is coming through. So there could be some confusion. There could be some, you just need something concrete. And this is what the universe has been getting in contact with you. They've been dropping signs. They've been given subliminals. They've been given, some straight in your face type shit. They've been using other people, places, and things to get messages across. So you definitely want to pay attention to the things that are taking place at this time. What is also coming through is the universe is talking about gifts. So with these signs, you see a lot of imagery going on here. You see a feather, you see a star, you see a pen, you see a bouquet, some flowers in full bloom, so this could just definitely be letting you know that your ancestors or your spiritual teams, they're definitely rocking with you and they're communicating verbally as well as visually. So you definitely want to make sure that you're paying attention to the, the small as well as the large details. There's a key here as well. So things are definitely being revealed. Some secrets are definitely coming up. And again, anytime that I talk about secrets is not just in regards to some bullshit, which with this energy, especially with the last quarter moon, need to let go of the bullshit so the good shit can come in. Ashe, ashe. But secrets also definitely rocking with the spiritualness of it all. Your subconscious giving you some information is coming to the conscious, ashe. There's definitely some, some insight, some clarity is definitely on the way. It's just in regards to, are you paying attention? Are you looking for it? What you should be, ashe, ashe. So yeah, let's go ahead and dig it on in. Let's dig in, baby. And I always let these stay up here and bake, just to remind me of the energy that is taking place right now. So, where do I want to start? Since we just left Scorpio, let me take another quick water break. Get your water, get your pens, paper, pad, whatever you need to take these notes, baby. They definitely do help. I'm going to always encourage you to do your own research. Anything that I say, please take it to your altar space, and then your actual altar if you have one. If you don't, then you can journalize, you can meditate. Even if you do, those things are always good. Ashe. So since we left the energy of Scorpio, which is water, the first thing I want to do is take a look into some water elements just to see what have we brought along into this fire energy, into this leg of things. What did we bring along? What wisdom, what knowledge, water is definitely a secret keeper. It is one of our ancient elders, ancestors, however you look at it. It is definitely a part of the all. You definitely need water to survive. You definitely need water to live. You definitely need water to co-create. Ashe. Without water, without air, we will not survive. Agi Bobo. So what is that energy, that deep, emotional, insightful, what information has come to us? Focus on the question. Oh, got chills. Okay. All right. Hold on. Process of elimination. That could definitely be the name of the game. All right. Interesting. So we have 4 with this earth energy. So this 4 is definitely talking about stability, foundations, family structure, finances. So this could be in regards to finances, and it also could be in regards to your health, Ashe. Earth energy, Virgo energy, they're really big on security, finances, money, home, stability, family. And the same thing goes with Sagittarius. They're just a little bit more free flowing with theirs, and where Virgo is a little bit more structured. So this could be in regards to the balance of it all. But nonetheless, Virgo definitely does rock with Mercury energy. Mercury energy does rock with Papa Legba. Papa Legba is the portal, gate, door, crossroad, opener, closer, messenger, Ashe, to and from. I.e. Bobo. So yes, come through. Come through. Ashe, Ashe. So it's definitely about creating that balance. While life is moving fast, the universe is asking us that there's no need to rush. Just because the information is coming through fast, your messages is coming through fast. Me, I'm talking fast, keeping up with what's coming through. It doesn't mean that you have to move fast. Right now is a good time to go ahead and slow it down. Slow it down. There's nothing wrong with taking some time to think things through, see how you feel, think things through, and then come up with a plan. You don't necessarily have to kick in with that plan right now unless you're being encouraged by your spirit, your energy source, your provider, your support team. You know what I'm saying? Your counsel. If you're being instructed to go, 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 who the fuck am I? Ashe, Ashe, Ayibo, Ashe, yo. So let's take a look into this water energy. The first thing that comes through is a 21, which comes out to be a 3. So that's that message that we was talking about. Papa Legba number is 3. So he's definitely on the scene. This is down deep in the ocean. So this could definitely be rocking with Oluklum, Neptune, or any other, water energy down deep, if you will. So this says, enjoy the journey, stay present and flexible, Ashe. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future, Ashe. And we talked about that the last time we got together and chopped it up, Ashe. I see 3 people in here. Can I get some likes? Ayi Bobo. It will definitely help. I greatly appreciate it. Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, they're definitely telling you that with that water energy, you're being reminded, and we talked a lot about staying present during the water energy during Scorpio season. So what you should be bringing with you is definitely your patience and, that ebb and flow, being flexible. Oh, and then Sagittarius is a mutable sign, as well as Virgo. So Sagittarius and Virgos are both mutable signs, meaning they are flexible. They is all about the changes. It's all about bending but not breaking. Ashe. So let that come through. That's the energy that's carrying over. Ashe. What else is coming through? And then we have disengage from outcomes. 48. That is a 12. That is the mirror image of 21, which is still another 3. Ashe, Ashe. So mirror images, everything may not look as it appears. So before you just run and dip off and dive in head first, baby, you better make sure that it is actually deep water. Because if you dive in head first, I definitely need to be deep water, not shallow water, Ashe. So that just means, deep and shallow. You definitely don't want to deal with the bullshit. You definitely don't want to just stay on the surface of things. If you need to get to the root of things, now is that time to do that with that Virgo energy, which is earth energy, which is definitely underground. Ashe, Ashe. Grounding, meditating, gazing. Free flow writing, just connecting with source is also encouraging you to come through with the mirror images of going inside, going within. Like I said, things could be a little confusing. Things may not look as they appear. So you're really going to have to tap in and trust your intuition. Your intuition is heightened right now. There's a lot of things that are taking place, like it said before, behind, and around you. So you definitely want to know what part do you have to play. What is it that you need to do at this time, whether it's something small or something big. But for the most part, you definitely don't want to stay on the surface. So there could be a lot of chit chatter. There could be a lot of drama. There could be a lot of confusion. There could be a lot of just bullshit. And you definitely are being encouraged to just remember things that you've gone through within the last couple of months during that energy. That number 21 is so embedded into my life. It's everywhere I look. So it's definitely encouraging you to rock with it then. You know what I'm saying? Have you taken a look to see exactly what the number 21 represents? If not, you definitely want to do that. Do I have, let's see if I still have it in here. Give me 1 second. I doubt it. Nope, I don't have it in here. So yeah, like that just means that you need to rock with that. Don't. Oh, okay, got it. Um, don't rely heavily on other people to provide information for you because it is still hunters and harvest season. It is still trickster energy. You definitely want to take in look up into it, and especially since 21 and 12 has come out, Crystal, I would definitely rock with the dualities. I would take a look into 21 and I will also take a look into 12. I do know that if you break the numbers down into the singular forms of the ones and the twos, that is being a leader. That is, another fire energy coming through in regards to Aries. The two is definitely representing, the coming together. So something is definitely coming through for y'all, for us. Ashe, something is definitely coming through for you. And you definitely want to make sure that you're putting yourself in the best position to allow that to come through and for you to get what you want or need out of the situation. Ashe. So two is also about harmony. Two is also about balance. Two is also about the dualities of things. So since I was talking about the 21 and the 12, those mirror images, divine vibes, good goddess. Hey, Queen Connie, what's going on, sis? So you definitely want to take a look into that. And that's just not for Crystal. This is a general reading, but since she was the one that's communing with me, I'm just giving her what she's given to me. Ashe, ayi, bobo. So yeah, you definitely want to take a look into that. The ocean definitely is coming through in regards to cleansing, purifying, healing, diving deep. So this is something that is coming, from deep within. Remember these energies from where you were during Scorpio season, Ashe, because right now these are the energies that we are taking along with us into this fire season. Let's see what else is coming through. So it says breakthrough to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizons. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. 25, which comes out to be a 7. Ashe, Ashe. So 7 is also divine energy. 7 is also about luck. And, like I said, these cards have been baking since about Thursday night. Definitely taking a look into it at midnight this rising, Ashe, or last night, depending on how you break it down. So newness is definitely, the universe is definitely trying to get you to remember. It's not so much of knowing, is more about remembering, because this is that energy towards the end of Scorpio season. We were talking about how things are starting to come our way. So we needed to make sure that we made space. We are taking up space and we're creating space to align ourselves with what we've been throwing out and what we're asking to come back. Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, that 2 again is coming through. So we have 222 all over the place right now. So 2s, 4s, and 8s. 7, 8. Yeah. So you definitely want to make sure that you're rocking with making sure that things are balanced. If you feel as though that there is something that is just not sitting well with you, you definitely want to spend time with that energy right now. It doesn't just mean for the night, because I noticed the last quarter moon, but it's just the energy moving forward. Ashe, Ashe. Come up for some air. And some of us, for some, we need to dive deep. And then for some, you need to come up for some air. Ashe. Some of us have been putting a lot of hard work. Some of us have been doing exactly what we were supposed to do. We're exactly where we need to be. And now it's time for you to come up and get some air. New ideas, new thoughts, and new feelings also is coming into play. And look at this, as that whale is coming up, look at how many stars are out, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, that dark energy still has the light. And look how, I just noticed how graceful this whale looks. You know what I'm saying? Like so confident, so self-assured, and still full of grace is amazing, definitely amazing. Ashe, Ashe. So you have that 2 with the balance, and then you have that 5, which comes out with that challenging. There could be some roadblocks. There could be some nebulous energy. There could be a lot of things, but this is in regards to what we've been carrying with us since the water energy of Scorpio. Ashe. So, and then you're not alone. If you look at the sea life. There's plenty of fish here of different kinds and corals and coral reefs and, things of that nature. Then you have the orca whales here. And then what kind of whale is this? Can't remember right offhand, but there are a couple whales there. Is that the... Don't get me to lying to you, child. I hear you, boo boo. But yeah, 5 also definitely rocks with the sensuality, the sexuality, the feminine energy. Ashe, water is definitely feminine energy. So tapping into your feelings, tapping into your emotions. Maybe you've been diving deep and you've been down there just a little too long. It's time to come on up and get some air. If you've been feeling very sexual, especially during that Scorpio season with all the energies that were taking place at that time, I've seen and heard and also experienced a heightenedness in the sexuality, the sensuality of it all, especially during around the time of the that portal. Ashe, Ayi-Bo-Bo. So yeah, I hope you guys are journaling, because as you can see, you definitely want to have something that you can pull from or that can trigger or jog your memory. Ashe, Ashe. And then this last one, oh, this is a weird looking one. This is 10. Every step counts. So this is something that the water energy of Scorpio is making sure that you are remembering to take with you on this journey during this time of the fire season. There is an advantage in taking things slowly. I can't make this up. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. And this is 10. So something has come to an end. Cycles have completed. A door, a cycle, or something is closing. And you're being encouraged to consider your options. And for those that have been rocking since we got started, this is what I started off with. I started off with saying, you definitely want to take things slow. You don't have to move fast because the energy is moving fast. Fire is very fast energy, so it moves rather quickly. Your job is to balance out. Remember, during that Scorpio season when we were, communing, I spoke a lot about taking your time, taking things slow, keeping some things close to the chest, making sure you're breathing, making sure you're staying focused on the goals at hand, because there was going to be a lot of energy that's coming through. And now it's telling you to take advantage of taking things slow. So in this energy of Virgo, especially tonight, take it slow, ground yourself, meditate, just reflect. Anything that you need to make adjustments for in regards to your goals, your dreams, your big ideas, your new ideas, now is that energy, now is that time to do that. If you feel as though that you need to scratch something, take something out, or add something in, now is a good time to do that. If you feel as though that you need to start from scratch, now is a good time to go ahead and, really give it some thought about doing that. So right now it's not about so much as taking action, even though it goes against the energies of Sagittarius. Again, it's fast movement. And when you're trying to take your time and the energy is encouraging you to move fast, and then you have a fast moving planet in regards to the energies of Virgo with the moon, or the moon phase in Virgo, but with the energy of the planet Mercury, then you definitely know that it's going to be intense, and they're not competing against each other, this fire and earth sign. They're balancing things out so they can work harmoniously together. Ashe, Ashe. So every step counts, the big steps, the small steps. You know what I'm saying? And I always rock with, I'm keeping my big goals and my big dreams in focus, in view. But I do know that sometimes it's not always about the big leaps, or the huge step forward. Sometimes it's the little steps and the little steps and the little steps, and they add up to the big steps. So don't discount or don't discredit yourself. Acknowledge your movements right now. That is what's being encouraged. Pay attention to how you're moving, making sure that you're not allowing your emotions to get the best of you. That was the energy that came through Scorpio season. We talked about that, making sure that, we know who is actually leading, or we're the ones that's in control with that one that that earth energy mixing in with that fire energy of Aries. You definitely want to, and then you still have the fire energy of Sagittarius, let's be clear. So you definitely want to make sure that the masculine side of you may be really trying to take the forefront. And right about now, it's about the masculine and the feminine. When you have the 10 energy, and those cycles are completing, that means it is back to balance. It's back to square. You know what I'm saying? Well, square is actually a conflict, i.e. boo. But the cycle has been complete. The 1 is the masculine energy. The 0 is the feminine energy. That's the womb. That's the possibilities. That's actually carrying something, bringing something into life. Ashe. So this is what the energy of the water wants you to be mindful of. Ashe. Ashe. And then let me read this one again, because for some reason, somebody didn't get that message. Disengage from outcomes. Let go so you can open yourself up to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry and any unresolved lack or forgiveness you may be holding on to. Y'all didn't get that message because I didn't read the shit. Ashe. You boo. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Got it. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry. Find ways to release worry. Find ways. If it's just not dissipating on its own, baby, you want to find a way to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you may be holding on to. And especially because Virgo energy definitely rocks with, anxiety, stress, tummy issues. You know what I'm saying? It rules and evolves around the nervous system as well as the digestive system. So tummy issues, unsettled stomach. You could be having butterflies or jitters. You could be nervous, having some anxiety. You definitely want to make sure that you're focusing on your breathing. Take some time out, get some fresh air, go for a walk, do your meditation, do your breathing exercises. If you've never heard of fire breaths or fire breathing, take a look into that. It definitely does help. I started it about 4 years ago. I kind of lost sight of it. And now that I'm moving forward in my journey, it's back. It's definitely helping me to keep my fire in check. It's definitely helping me to acknowledge the fire within. And it's also teaching me how to breathe from my core as opposed to anywhere else. Ashe. Ashe. So that is the energy there. Let me move these up because y'all know I create a soup with these daggone cards. That's what you're working on. Yeah. And when you're a fire sign or have fire energies anywhere in your natal chart, and then we're in fire energy, is a little bit more intense. And when you're tapped in and you're connected or you're spiritual and you're rocking with your team, things kind of come to you before those moments actually hit. So it comes up like as a heads up, and we may not be clear, or we may not even be acknowledging or aware at that time because it's still coming from the subconscious to the conscious. So, you just want to be mindful in regards to how you're moving. Don't be so quick to just react. You know what I'm saying? You definitely may need to take action, but you definitely don't want to react, because a lot of times when we react, it's coming from an emotional place, and then it's coming from, probably your lower energy vibrations, your egos, your, things of that nature. Ashe, i.e. boo boo. So that was the things that we're bringing with us. And, okay, 8 of Pentacles, as well as the 3 of Cups came out. Ashe. So there's some growth here. There's some celebration taking on. There could be some teamwork, some possibilities of collaborations, or you could just, need to take a little bit more time to study, learn a new craft, a new skill. Maybe there's someone that's definitely coming into your path. Triple Goddess energy is definitely all around this right here. Again, the 3 of Cups is in regards to your emotions, and the Pentacles is in regards to the earth. So we just wrapped up talking about water and earth, and here we are now talking about water and earth. And the 8 energy is all about, the as above and the so below, the in-between time. What are you doing in your time of waiting for your harvest to come in. Ashe. You know, definitely may need to get together with some good friends, maybe read a good book. For those that rock with Amethyst and Clover, just a gentle reminder that the book of the month is definitely coming up. I'll repost that again, just for anybody that wants to come in and read along. Get your own book. We'll read together. We'll chop it up via Zoom. Ashe. And if anyone here would like to do that as well, then just let me know, because that won't be in my private group. That'll be taking place via Zoom, and we can definitely chop it up and kick it in. There's also a lot of purple coming through in regards to this Three of Cups. So this could actually be you, your spirit, and your higher self, you know, or you, your higher and lower self, all coming together for the common greater good of what needs to be, you know, done right now, as far as balancing out your emotions, accepting the abundance that is on the way to you in whatever shape, fashion, or form that it's coming in. Ashe, ashe. Making sure that you stay grounded, you keep a level, clear head, you're leading with your heart. You know, spirit is definitely rocking. You're definitely being divinely guided. The purple definitely rocks with your third eye crown chakra. So you definitely want to make sure that you are tapped in. Tap in, because if your intuition is your biggest guide right now, if it's being encouraged that you rock and you allow spirit to lead and trust your gut in regards to whatever you're working on, and that you're feeling stuck, you're feeling stalled out, you're feeling like maybe this isn't the right thing. You've gone through the cycle before, and then it's coming back to you right now. And you'd be like, damn, I thought that I had a little bit more time. And you may or you may not, depending on where you are in the cycle, because you have pentacles here. Pentacles, it could be a season or a year. And then you have cups here that could actually be like months, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, that energy is definitely still coming. So yeah, there's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these cards, and then I'm going to find the death card, and whatever card is behind the death card, that is what we will discuss in regards to what needs to be let go of. Ashe, ashe. Then I just saw the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, someone is definitely feeling stuck. They're definitely feeling lost. And this is a good way of discussing what needs to let go of, especially if you're feeling stuck. Finding the death card and then going back to see what's behind it. And that's the energy that you can actually start to work on letting go, if it applies to you. Let your freak flag fly, baby. Let your freak flag fly. All right, so let me just give this a good shuffle. Is any of this rocking? Does anyone, you know, remember what took place for them during the Scorpio season? And that was what, October the 23rd until the 21st, 22nd, or the 22nd, 23rd, depending on how you rock. Ashe, Sagittarius season. Ashe. Let's give it a wash. Let's just do that. Let's just give it a good old wash. And everything has been clean, cleansed, and consecrated for this reading. Ashe. Ashe. I don't even know. I'm trying to make sure that I don't see anything, because I definitely don't want to influence the message, since we're doing something in regards to some actual focus work. Let me go ahead and give it a cut. All right. And just give me a second. I'm going to find the death card. Oh, it's right there. Okay. That wasn't hard. That didn't take long at all. So this is, again, it is the actual third card from the front. Ashe. So what needs to be let go of? And I normally don't do reversals, but I just want to show you how the card came out. What we need to let go of is our doubt. We need to let go of thinking that we are alone. We need to let go of thinking that source, our guides, our spirit energies, our higher self is not listening, is not hearing us. It is actually the other way around. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here doing this message, because it's not the universe or God or your spiritual team that's not hearing you. It's actually you that's not hearing the call. It's actually you that's not hearing the information that is trying to come through. You're not paying attention to your downloads, your upgrades, your dreams, your messages. You're not saying Kofring. You're not taking a look into your journal. You're not paying attention. So, and then you're like, well, I'm not getting any information back. They're communicating again via, verbal. Pay attention to the actual thoughts you're having, the things that are coming out your mouth, and the conversations that are actually taking place around you, as well as making sure that you're paying attention to the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, the large ones and the small ones. You want to pay attention to if your ears are ringing, you want to pay attention to if you're, you start to get chills, whatever your signs are that spirit is around. Those are the things you want to start to pay attention to. So, is definitely telling you to let go of any ill will, any ill thoughts, anything about revenge, payback, or just allowing your fire to run amok, because the sun energy, and that is another 10. So 10, the universe is listening. Oh, let that come through. The universe is listening. Are you listening? This is what the urgent message is. Stop blaming the universe when you're really not tapping in as much as you should be. You still have, some protection that you can't get out and can't nothing get in. The sun is always giving you that positive energy, that yes factor. So you were thinking of doing anything, you've already been given a yes, but you're still second guessing it. You're now Rubik's cubing, the possibilities of what if something else goes wrong? What if this is still not the right thing for me? These are the things you need to let go of. You've already gotten your answer. You've already got your confirmation. You've already, asked whoever it is that you needed to ask. That it all comes down to whether you're going to align yourself with your gut feeling, your intuition, and having some trust in the universe, or however it is that you rock, because you're asking for the signs and the energies to come through to give you your answers. And then it's like they're giving you your answers, but you don't see them. You need to let that go. Once you let go of the anxiety, once you let go of the anger, the hurt, the rage, the pain, because all of that keeps dragging you down, creates a block, and your energy of positivity and love and light, dopeness and righteousness cannot come through. So this could honestly be your solar plexus could be blocked. You definitely want to take a look into that. And if you have no idea in regards to what I'm talking about in regards to the solar plexus, that is in regards to the chakras. That is you got the root, the sacral, the solar. So that is actually the third. These threes are popping off. So for whoever needs to hear that message, take a look into the number or the energy of 3. Ashe, what does 3 mean? And then what does 3 mean to you? So we have count every step, which was a 10. And right below that, we have 19, which comes out to be a 10. So this is confirmation that the universe, your Lawaj, your Odishas, your spirit team, they actually are hearing you and things are being worked out in your favor. But you have some things to let go of so you can actually make room for something to come in. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. You're definitely being encouraged to take the reins. And then you see you have the black and white horse. So you have the black and white horse, Ashe. So that's balance. That's harmony. This is in regards to being free. You definitely are free to make the move that you want to make. It is you that is keeping you from moving ahead. It's you that's keeping you from being that leader. You feel as though you have things need to be perfect in a certain order, and you just can't move forward until it is. That may never come. Ashe. What is being encouraged for you to do is let go of whatever idea or ideals that you have in regards to perfection. Like, I must have this in order for these things to take place. That's just not the case right now. That's something that you really definitely want to let go of and work towards. Ashe. Ashe. And then at the bottom also, we have yet another 10. We have the 10 of swords here. So this is definitely, girl, you scared the shit out of me. Marie walking up so stealthy, I caught her out my peripheral. Ashe, and let that be a message. I've been talking a lot about peripherals with myself, and I'm going to share this with you. You definitely want to make sure that you're keeping your eyes sharp, especially your mind's eye. You definitely want to make sure that you're doing some brainastics in regards to that, training yourself to see the unseen. Ashe, paying attention to the energies and the frequencies that are taking place in regards to numbers, in regards to colors, in regards to whatever it is that you have going on right now. So the 10 of swords is definitely completing a cycle. Something that you were thinking about has come to, you've made a decision, but yet you're still thinking about it. These are the things you need to let go of. You need to stop overthinking. You're overthinking it. is working. Ashe, ashe. You're overthinking it. Here it is with the Nine of Swords, and then here it is with the Page of Swords, and then here it is with the Five of Pentacles. I told y'all I saw the Five of Pentacles. Here it is. You're stressing out in regards to, whatever it is that you're stressing out about. It could be money, it could be something that you've said or something that someone has said to you. You feel as though that that you're alone. There's a lot of darkness around you. And this is why that sun came out in reverses, because you're refusing to see what's right before you. And I've been talking a lot about this actual card within the last couple of weeks, how someone has been looking for an actual doorknob. For those that rock in amethyst and clover, y'all know what I'm talking about. And here it is, this card coming up yet again in the physical, because at first it was just in the visual, and here it is in the physical. And just the other day, I was telling whoever needed to hear that message that for some, there is a door, and for others, you need to find the key. I can't make this shit up. And if you look at it, you'll see that there's a key right there. And remember me saying that if you take the key and you put it in the lock, you don't need a doorknob. The door will just unlock. So as opposed to you feeling as though that you have no resources, you have no one, you're all alone, you're doing this by yourself, you're being encouraged to make sure that you're paying attention to what's around you. What you need is hidden in plain sight. You just have to hold your head up high. If she would just hold her head up, she would see. She's not locked. She's not trapped. She's not in a bind. Yeah, you may have some issues with money or home life or structure or stability or security, but it doesn't mean that all is lost. Spirit is coming through again saying this is that mental step that they've been telling you that you needed to work on, and you really want to start working on that now, because if you don't get it under wraps now, the card that came after that is you're definitely going to continue to have a lot of sleepless nights thinking that, you have no power, things are out of your control, and then you're going to have that negative energy start to swirl around you, and it's going to start to look like that black cloud. And you're going to be like, why is this all happening to me? Why me? Why me? Why me? But you're not acknowledging that spirit is rocking. Spirit is definitely rocking. Ashe, ashe. And neither of these ladies are looking up. She's actually refusing to take a look and see. They both are. So you definitely want to let go of these old thoughts and this old energy that keeps popping up in your head, causing you to feel as if that all is lost. Is not. The changes and the transformations that are happening, they have to happen. They must take place at this time. Ashe. Ashe. And then the Page of Swords is definitely coming out, and she's walking a tightrope, and she's getting new ideas, and she's getting a higher perspective. So this is definitely what I was speaking of earlier, where you're elevating, you're growing. There's some downloads that is coming in so you can elevate. This is in regards to your higher self is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So while you're mentally strong, there's still a lot of things that you must learn. And it's a balancing act. It takes a lot to sift through the bullshit to figure out what is real and what is fake. What is an illusion? What is the trickery of it all? When you're dealing with the Chariot, you're dealing with that water energy. You're dealing also with that moon energy. Ashe, ashe. So the illusions of it all, but not to the point where you're losing sight of your goals, not losing sight of your dreams. Aye, bobo. Check your finances. There's no point in trying to act like that they don't exist. If you're having a problem with money, or if you just feel as though that you missed out on an opportunity, what can you learn from that? What can you gain from that? You're going to have to, get yourself up, dust yourself off, come up with a game plan. Maybe, again, taking some time to actually study, taking some time to actually, just learn a new skill, learn a new trade. If you feel as though you're not making enough money, and with all this inflation that is taking place, now is a good time. What skills do you possess in a craft or an art form that you can actually, turn into some lucrative income for you? Ashe. Ashe. You really want to take that deep dive in regards to thinking about why do you feel as though that you are alone when you know for sure that you have a spiritual team? Why are you doubting that team now? Ashe. Ashe. And the hawk is definitely coming through. Osiris is definitely coming through. Horus is definitely coming through. There's a lot of ancient energy that is definitely coming through. So use your good eye. Use your good eye. If you don't believe what you're seeing here, this is where that intuition and that gut comes into play. This is what's being encouraged to you, expeditiously. You definitely want to answer your call. Ashe. Let's take a look into the universe and see what the universe has to say. All right. The release. Ashe. Ashe. It says responsibility, innocence, and fear. Some responsibilities are ours to hold, others are not. Do not be fooled in thinking a responsibility is only tangible. Many reside just within the mind. Take stock today of your perceived responsibilities. Which one do you need to let go of? No coincidence that we're talking about what is it that we need to let go of. So apparently the illusions and the false realities is something that we need to let go of that is killing our innocence. So this could be in regards to like some childlike dream, thought, goal, idea is now coming back up to surface for some, or is to teach you or to remind you of a lesson learned that you had from way back then. Is definitely telling you that the responsibility is definitely earth energy. I'm definitely hearing Capricorn come through. Saturn is definitely coming through. I keep talking about Saturn as well, but it's definitely telling you that you need to take stock. You really need to figure out what is real and what is fear, what is real and what is an illusion, what is real and what is fake. Now is that time, because to keep thinking that you know a thing and you really do, but if you're not going to really make it concrete, that's where the fear comes in. That's where the anxiety comes in. That's when the uncertainty comes in. This is where you start going back and back, around and round and round and round into that loop where you're supposed to be moving forward. You're supposed to be moving ahead, making changes. You keep going backwards because of the fear, of the anxiety, of the unknown. You definitely want to work that out. So they're telling you that you may be carrying a load or a burden that's just not yours. You may be carrying a load or a burden that's just not yours, but it could be in regards to someone close to you. It could be someone that either lives with you or they are always in constant need of you. This is where that balance and setting your boundaries and walking your walk and staying true to your course, and being willing to learn and to grow and to explore, express. And with the energies that are taking place right now, it may be some challenging times in regards to expression. There's a lot of blue here, no coincidences because it is about water, but nonetheless, there is a lot of blue here. So your throat chakra, it could be a challenge to actually say how you feel or actually say the thoughts that you're thinking. And you want to make sure that you're not allowing your fire to get the best of you and have it just saying things that you haven't fully processed or digest. Now is not the time for regret. So if you're like me and you don't like dealing in the worlds of regret, and you don't like saying the wrong things at the right time and then having to deal with that on the back end, go ahead and do your breathing, focus, take your time. It is nothing wrong with, before you even speak, 10-second rule. You understand what I'm saying? Count to 10. And whatever comes up, comes up. With me, if I'm feeling a certain type of way, I take it to my altar, then I go to bed, I'll sleep on it. If I rise in the rising and I still have it on my spirit, then yeah, I need to address that. If I rise in the rising and I'm clear, that means I worked it out between my subconscious and the spiritual realm, and I can rise to the occasion of my day and keep it moving. No harm, no foul. Ain't nothing for me to do because it's already done. Ashe, ashe, aye, boo boo. Did that make sense? Come through. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge to be gained. You already have some ancient wisdom already within you. Excuse me, but you still may need to figure out how to fine tune it. And again, we have a 5 here. So yeah, this could definitely be with this 5 of Pentacles, you're actually thinking about money. So what is the issue with you and money? Do you feel as though that you don't have enough of it? You can't afford to take care of your kids. This is where you're doing your part and having some trust and faith that things are being worked out for you. There's a reason that you're going through this hardship or this lesson. There's a reason for that. You definitely want to rock. And all this sword energy. So yeah, words have been said and you're allowing it to keep you up at night. And there's no backseat. The only thing that you can do is learn from it now. That would definitely let that go. Past conversations still looping around and banging around your head is already over. Not unless you're trying to find a way to respark that situation just so you can appease your ego, because that's all that it is appeasing your ego so your ego can get its thing off. And then you have 11, you have destruction, endings, and final moment. That was the release. That's what the release looks like. And then here, and then she's all fire. Let's be clear. She's all fire. So destruction, endings, final moments. Yeah, this could be on the level of a tower moment. The hardship that you're facing, it has to happen. This is divine energy that's taking place right now. It's coming through as an 11 master number. This is definitely divine intervention. This is something that has to happen. Ashe Pops. No one ever gets away unscathed. No one. And it's just your turn to go through this hardship so you can learn from it and you can put it into your knapsack and actually utilize it for the present. Don't stay stuck in the past. There was a message that you needed to learn. Take what you need and leave everything else. Let that shit go. Anything that's having you stuck, anything that's keeping you from moving forward, you need to let that shit go. Ashe. But with all of the water energy is definitely telling you to nurture yourself. Feel your feelings deeply, but don't allow your emotions to run shit. You run shit here. Not your thoughts, not your feelings, not your ego. That's what I do too. Ashe, Crystal. Ashe, you talking about the 10-minute rule or go to bed and wake up and see how you feel? Okay, then we got a couple of cards. Okay. So we have King of the Darkwood Elves. We have authority, credibility, and status. This is in regards to that leader energy that I was talking about. So there's either, and there it is again, another 12. So some of us could have issues with our masculine side. Some of us could be on the path of tapping into our femininity, rocking with the moon phases, tapping back into our womanhood, understanding the power that we have in regards to being nurturers, caretakers, lovers and friends, daughters, sisters, of that nature. But there's some energy that's coming through where either you're putting too much stock into someone else, you're giving someone more credit than what is deserved, or you're allowing their status to determine your place with yourself. You're putting someone before you, and that's just not cool. That's something else that you need to let go of. Ashe, ayi, bobo. Listen, somebody need to play the numbers 2112, because now we have 21 coming through. Ashe. Listen. So this is a sacrifice, an offering, or a decision. Yes. So again, we do have some decisions to make. The offerings definitely goes along with the gift card that was meditating and baking before this reading. While we're receiving things at this present time, it is encouraged that you definitely give an offering either to your ancestors, your Lawaj, your spirit team, or someone else on this physical realm. Especially since we're going through everything that we're going through, somebody could honestly be in need. And maybe you need to go without in order to actually get the things that you need or want to get. Ashe. Ashe. Hmm. Yeah. Or maybe someone has done some magical working. Maybe someone feels as though that someone is trying to suck the life out of them. Um, the relationship just isn't working. Whatever it is just not working, but you're having a hard time trying to figure out what you need to do with that. I encourage you to take a look into the mirror. Let me just do some quick research really quick. And shadow work is definitely the name of the game because we're at that 50% mark, half light, half shadows. So you're being encouraged to make sure to not forget your spirit is the fire, Ashe, and it doesn't just burn and destroy. It also illuminates. It also keep you warm. So if you feel as though that you're alone, you're never alone. You have your spirit. You definitely want to rock, Ashe, Ashe. 21. Mm, 21. Why am I getting that? 21, it means investing in partnerships that matter. Then open your life and check those around you for stronger networks. Yes. So that came in regards to the Three of Cups that we saw, and I put back because I wasn't a part of the reading. But yeah, you definitely want to take a look into that. I'll have to come back to that. But yeah, does it say anything else? Just some quick research on 21. Mm, not that I see. But yeah, you definitely want to take a look into that. What animal energy is coming through that can assist us? Can I shuffle that, please? Thank you. Ooh, clarity. Yeah, so I'm back to this hawk. You definitely want to make sure that you are, if you're in a low spot, and I know the holidays get tough for a lot of us, especially this go round. You definitely want to make sure that you are keeping yourself as positive and as upbeat as you can, you know. Oh, and then we have the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. What goes along with the luck card itself, Ashe, Ashe. And that's a 13, so that's feminine energy definitely coming through. That's also about the occult, the esoterics, the underworld, the as above and the so below. But the rabbit energy is definitely about fertility. So now was a lucky time. They're telling you that it is all about the luck. So Jupiter is definitely coming through. What is it that you want? Or what is it that you're already working towards? Change is taking place. Oh, and they're little baby bunnies. Look at that. So even if it's not talking about literal birth, it could be a birth of a new thought, a birth of a new idea, a birth of a new project, the birth of a new opportunity. Something is definitely coming through for you in regards to a new life. Let's be clear. A new life. So in order to get your new life, you have to let go of your old life. Ashe. Ashe. Yeah. And then, a lucky time. So like I said, 12, 21, or 21, 12, I would definitely play the numbers, play the lottery. It's a lucky time. Shoot your shot. Huh. Come through with the centaur, the Sagittarius. And then let that be a message. You definitely want to make sure that you're vibing high because when you shoot your shot, it will be true. It will be true. So you definitely want to keep a clean heart, a pure heart, an open mind, Ashe, while keeping your boundaries and your protection intact, i.e. Bobo. Aggie Bobo. There's another one. Hold on. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Hold on. Ashe. So 2 other energies came through. Oh, look at this. Koi fish spirit. There's always enough. 36 comes out to be a 9, a divine 9, a power 9. This is in regards to your life path, your life purpose. So yeah, the steps or the decisions that you're making are definitely going to fuel you on your path. And then Spirit is saying that there's no right or wrong way to choose here. They're both going to add to you. They're both going to give you lessons. And one way or another, you're still going to get to where you need to be, Ashe. And when they're saying that there's always enough room for all of us. Do not shrink yourself at this time. And the energy that is out and about is definitely about shrinking. If you're going to shrink some shit, shrink your anxiety, shrink your fear, shrink your pain, shrink your hurt, shrink your denials. There's always enough room for you. I don't care if this new thought looks like it's been trending and it's about to be on its way out. If it's for you, it's for you. Don't forget that you're always bringing new energy. It's new because it's you. Ashe. It doesn't matter how many people are doing it. It doesn't matter how they're doing it. It just means that there's room for you too. Ashe. Ashe. And the koi fish is also about luck. The koi fish is also about good fortune. So for those that are struggling financially, that season is coming to pass. This could be a challenge. This could be a test. You definitely want to stay focused on the positive, even in the midst of hardship. And if you can't stay focused on the positive, try being grateful. Give your gratitude. And if you feel as though that there's nothing that you can be grateful about, 3 things quick, because that means that you're stuck in that low energy place. And again, this is why that sun energy came out in reverse. You're not willing to see the possibilities. You're not willing to see the key that can actually get you the hell up out of there. You're not willing to see. So the real question would be, why don't you want to see? Ashe. Another animal energy that's coming through is the chameleon spirit, which is 14, which is another 5. So we got 555. We got 555. Okay, spirit. The chameleon spirit, act as if. So make it the proper adjustments. This is definitely that mutable energy that we were talking about in regards to Sagittarius and Virgo. Being flexible, being able to adjust, being able to adapt, being able to go along with the flow, being able to change, being able to accept change. Ashe, ashe. So yeah, act as if you already have whatever it is that you're looking for. Act as if you already are successful. Dress the part, walk the walk, talk the talk. This is not faking it till you making it. This is how you do manifestation. It's not about just hoping that it comes through or it comes true. This is actually putting in that work and making sure that, yes, I know it's going to be challenging. Yes, I know that I still have some shadow work to do. Yes, I know that there's still some roadblocks that I need to, get through. I'm going to get myself into a game plan. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to figure this out using that earth energy. And then I'm going to take it to my altar. If you have people that you need to consort with, I will consort with my counsel. And then I will make a definitive decision. I will rest on it, rise in the rising, see how I feel about it, and then move forward from there. Now is a good time, again, that if you've already been working on something, just check. Just do a quick check to see if there's anything that needs to be adjusted. You want to act as if you're already successful, because you are. It's just a matter of time. And then what does success mean to you? These are not questions that you have to answer to me. These are questions that are being asked, and you should spend some time with it in regards to you, because what you thought was success yesterday, it may have changed. What you thought was successful last year, it may have changed. It's definitely coming through, even with this rabbit that she had leaves on her, that something has already changed. And it's a lot of brown with that card, definitely earth energy. So rocking with Gaia, feminine energy. Gaia is really big right now. She's definitely going through the things that she's going through. And she's definitely giving us some information and some insights in regards to how we can navigate. Ashe, ashe. Let's take a look into the Rebel, and I'm actually going to read this card, and then we'll close these door gates and portals. Can I get some clarity, please? Ashe. What is this shadow? What do we need to help us heal, learn, grow, and move forward from here? Still in regards to that process of elimination. Gotcha. Can we get one card, please? Thank you. All right. Oh, look at this. And then there's again another 5 going beyond the normal. Did I show you all the chameleon card? Because if not, it's gorgeous. The koi fish. And that's a lot of gold. So yeah, this is definitely going to be about a bountiful harvest, you know, so you definitely want to make sure that you're not causing or creating any blocks for you to get it. Ashe, ashe. So let's read going beyond the normal. Ashe. 14. And it says, on the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysterious and magical is a recipe for existence that is far too dry. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point, crossroad energy. You could say that the choice is about balance. Oh, come through. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, more about integrating all approaches so that you can enhance rather than hinder your life's journey. Placing science or architecture above all else kills off the rebellious heart. Steadfastly relying on logic, proof, and a complete set of plans to measure and dictate outcomes will suffocate the soul. Basing decisions on limiting factors with an imbalanced measure of success. Didn't we just speak of success? Okay, great. Of success is unnecessarily limiting. This with trust, nope, this approach prevents us from living freely, spontaneously, and with trust so that we can rebel against the need for things to go strictly according to plan. This is Sagittarius energy definitely coming through. Definitely telling you that to live bold, to live free, to live as if you already are because you are. Ashe, ashe. Choose to value decisions based on passion and instinct and trust in life enough to embrace it as an adventure and let it unfold as it will. Trust your gut, trust your instincts. There's a time and a place for logic, strategy, planning, and measurable outcomes. These are not bad tools to have, but we must be vigilant not to worship them and allow them to squelch our less rational but equally valuable decision-making tools. Intuition, feelings, and those things you know without knowing how you know them. The following inspirational energy of the heart may have no conceivable basis in logic or reason, and still the art of emotion, instinct, passion, and intuition for the science of logic and strict planning. That's what I was talking about. It's about creating the balance, you know, the thought side of things or the stricter side of things is coming from that earth energy. And the free will, the free loving side of things is coming from that fire energy. You have the Sagittarius season, but you also have that structure energy of Virgo. Ashe, ashe. create some balance. You're being asked to stay open to the intuitive approach in your life, your work, your creativity, as well as your spiritual journey. The intuitive approach can be likened to the method of a gardener or an artist. There is a sense of what might work where in a loose or even detailed plan, but how the plan is carried out will depend on and respond to the flow of its surroundings. There is no need to control the situation, but rather a desire to nurture an idea into fruition. This is what I was saying. There's a lot of possibilities for birthing. And, you making these decisions and then moving in that manner is what creates the manifestation. Ashe. You may have pressure around you from the world or from your own conditioned nature to do things according to the rules, to a deadline, or to accept the mainstream view that you need a well thought out plan for success in a commercial venture. However, sometimes the best plan is to do what feels intuitively, truthfully in the moment, and to trust that you are being led towards on your growth. That's that spirit, allowing your spirit to lead. Adopting this approach means you have to do far less planning and far more living. It is a pure and heart-centered way to manifest your art, your life path, and the essence into practical expressions of the world. That was that 9 energy, your life path, your life purpose. Ayi Bobo, Ashayo. It involves a willingness to be led by nature instead of trying to control the ocean in a teacup. Baby! I like that. It is far more intelligent to allow the ocean to be the ocean and to learn to swim in it rather than trying to cram it into a vessel that is much too small. This oracle brings you a special piece of guidance. You're moving outside of the plan. You're living on the border of what is socially accepted. This is good. This is fringe dwelling freedom. Others may not see this about you straight away, as you seem pretty normal, but the secret eccentric streak is just waiting to show itself. That's that Jupiter is just waiting to come out and just strike y'all. Listen, it's been building for a while. And maybe you are an out and proud fringe dweller, completely comfortable with this way of being. Either way, this oracle brings to you the message that you now have a chance to live from the heart more deeply and expressively than ever before. It wants you to release this legitimate, empowered, and creative way to live that honors all of who you are. You can give up forcing and squashing yourself down, that's shrinking, squashing yourself down into a very limited set of so-called desirable qualities like intellect and control. If you are yet to relate to this consciously, this oracle brings to you further message that you're going to be breaking with tradition, perhaps entirely, perhaps not entirely, but at least in a way that is meaningful to you. This will require you to have courage in your convictions and faith in your heart's truth. What I say, this is not the time to be a coward, i.e. Bobo. This will help you and inspire others around you to step out of fear and live more freely and lovingly. You are not necessarily meant to abandon logic and intellect altogether. You are to use them to serve the desires of the heart rather than to replace it naturally, spontaneous, and truthful nature with controlled planning and narrow strategy. It is time to get a bit wild and let nature take its course. Ashe, ayi bobo, ashe yo. Listen, baby, what herb can help us with this letting go, this broadening our horizons? Remember, walking that tightrope, the higher elevation, getting your download so you can upgrade, so you can elevate. We saw the hawk, seeing things from a higher perspective. Ashe, give me some clarity, please. We talked about ginger. Ginger just popped out again, but I was in mid-sentence. That could have been something else. Focus. What can assist the collective right now? Ashe. Yeah, you definitely want to pay attention to the energies and the vibrations that are around you. The frequencies, again, it's going to be a lot of ringing in your ear. You definitely want to make sure that you create the balance. Come through. Clarity. Thank you. So we have Rose, which is for perfection. That was that 7 energy, divinity, and the layers. We've been talking about is so many layers right now. On the lower end, secrecy, adultery, and low vibrations. I can sense the presence of the divine and the subtle perfections in all things when I keep my vibrations high through love and self-care. Rose is an herb, oil, or incense that you can rock with at this time. It's going to help you to tap into yourself and to remember that you're being divinely guided, Ashe. And that divine guidance is coming through your intuition, is coming through your instinct, is coming through your own spirit, your higher vibrations, Ashe. And then, remain full of love, regardless of what's taking place. Don't allow the outside world to change the inside of you, Ashe. Ayi Bobo. Tangerine. On the high end, new ventures, promotion, and dreams. On the low end, demotions and negativity. Now is the time for me to take a chance on a fresh adventure or a fresh venture. With a happy heart and a positive mind, success is the only outcome. Tangerine can help keep you motivated and inspired. And that tangerine is definitely coming from the sacral plexus. Oh, tangerine and then orange rocking with Oshun come through here. So again, that movement that we saw with the chariot and then all the other cycles that we're completing and the new adventures and the things that we're talking about, this is definitely one of the things that is on its way. This is what the universe is trying to get in contact to you to discuss, or to make sure that you are aware that, something good is on the way. You just have to hold on. You have to hold on. Do not give up on what you've been working on now. These are just challenges, harder opportunities, maybe some roadblocks, maybe some things that we need to dig up and get rid of, let go, so we can make room for this to come through. But if you have all this anxiety, if you have all this stress, it creates all of that negative energy, and then it puts a negative energy force field around you, and it's going to be hard for that energy to come through. Ayi Bobo. Frankincense. Oh, yeah. So this is definitely divines from the divine. Ritual, enlightenment, gifts. Listen, how many times? Let me go through my soup. Let me go through my soup, baby. We talked about offerings. We see the word gifts here. And then it says, I am grateful for the wisdom that everything is a gift. From the most precious joy to the deepest cut, I'll allow it all to elevate me. You have to take the good, the bad, the ugly, and the what the fucks. Yes, this is what they're saying. Remember me saying you're getting your download so you can have your upgrades. That's the enlightenment. Secrets are being revealed. So the subconscious is coming into the conscious. Don't worry about what everybody else is fucking doing right now. This is for you. This is not in regards to everybody else. This is solely for you. Ashe. So be grateful. Like I said, if you don't have anything to be grateful about, then you're not doing something in life right, because there's always something to be grateful for. And don't forget that you're about to go on a journey or an adventure or a new opportunity that is off the beaten path, even for you. So, of course, there's going to be some confusion, some worries, some doubts, some stress, but you're going to have to learn how to breathe through that. Frankincense can definitely help you with this leg of the journey. Frankincense, rose, and tangerine. Ashe. Ashe. Ayi Bobo. And then the message from the divine, our source, Lawaz and Orishas. What do they want us to know as we close our eyes so our spirit can travel into the spiritual realm? What do we need to know? All right. So we'll take these two because they came together. So the first one was the quality of work you can produce when you are going it alone is almost unbelievable. You are independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. I am independent. And this is what we were talking about. We were talking about, understanding that you're really not alone, understanding that there's a reason that this is going on right now, because you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to have a whole entourage around you. You're not supposed to have a whole lot of people around you. You're supposed to be disconnecting from your social medias. You're supposed to be taking a time out. You're supposed to be taking, just a break, a mental, physical, emotional, psychological, energetic break. For some of us, that number comes out to be an 8. Ashe, ashe. So stop striving for perfection and just be in the moment. Just be present and know that your skill over time, even if you have to take a couple of classes, even if you have some more studying to do, it will become what you need it to be. Ashe. And then they also want you to know you relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. I am harmonious. And that's what I was saying. Those twos kept popping, and it's definitely coming out with to be balanced, to be harmonious with yourself, with your spirit, with your low self, with your higher self, and with the world around you, i.e. Bobo, Ashayo. And don't forget your power. Let that be the biggest message, because there's trickster energy is ever present. This is still hunters and harvest season. People will definitely try to say and do whatever they need to do to get something from you. You're going to have to remember that you're the one that can actually persuade or change someone's idea or thought or outcome when it comes down to you. Don't be the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Don't become the prey when you are a predator. Stand your ground. If it's not for you, it's just not for you. Help them to see why it's not for you. And if they really want you to be a part of whatever it is that they're working on, they will entertain, your thoughts, your ideas, what you're bringing to the table, and how this can actually benefit the both of y'all. Ashe, Ayi Bopo. I want to say thank you to Papa Lagba, the Barons, the Gedes, Mama Brigitte, and Oya, as well as Mama Rasatwa, Ashe, Ashe, as well as Ogun, Oshe, Ashe, Ashe, Ochusi come through, and most importantly, Shango, the night and the energy of last night, he definitely carried over into this rising. So I got my apple candle burning. If you want to give thanks to Shango, he does like apples, 6 of them joints to be nice. If you cannot, make that happen, take an apple and cut it up 6 times, and then you just give that as an offering. But offering is a real big name of the game. If anyone have any rituals that needs to be done, I would get on that. I will definitely get on that. If there's any sacrifice that needs to be done, whether it's a sex fast, whether it's, actually giving up something that you can't live without so you can put the energy out there of a sacrifice. I say for anyone that does any type of blood work, you definitely have that energy out here as well for that blood month card that came through. But yeah, sacrifice isn't always about a blood sacrifice. Let's just be clear. But it definitely means to give. You definitely want to give, whether it's to your spiritual team or to someone else. You definitely want to give, because what you throw out is coming back to thee abundantly, baby. Ashe, ashe. And if you're feeling as though you're stuck, just remember of all the positive things that are taking place in your life. And sometimes you're not stuck. You're just being encouraged to stand still. Ashe, ashe. Thank you so much. At this present time, the doors and the gates and the portals are now closed. The doors and the gates and the portals are now closed. The doors and the gates and the portals are now closed. As above, so below, as within, so without. Small B times 3. Ashe, ashe, ayi, bo, bo. Say it with some meaning. Okay. As above, so below, as within, so without. So more to B times 3. Ashe, ashe, ayi, bo, bo. Ashayo. And if you're not having a Saturday that you want to have, and it's way too mystical, powerful, dope, deep, go down there and talk to Olukun. It's deep, baby. Holla at Mama Wata. Holla at Yemaya. Ashe, ashe, ayi, bobo. Pelema, Kali, Oya, Ashe, Hecate, Persephone, Ashe, Minx, Newt, Ashe, however it is you rock with that deep, dark energy. They're encouraging you to take a look at it now, because that's where we're headed, to that dark moon. Ashe, Ashe, Ayi, Boo, Boo. That goes for Medusa, for whoever who rocks with that. Lilith, check to see where your Lilith is. Ashe, Ashe, Ayi, Boo, Boo, Ashe, yo. I love you, I love you, I love you. And if you're not having the night you want to have, change that shit, baby. Peace. Hope that was helpful, beneficial. Thank y'all so much for rocking. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the flip side, baby.